Je me suis habillé en plume pour passer ma vie à chanter. Mon habit m'a fait espérer qu'un jour n'en ferait
Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now on my little whiteboard here, we have what we talked about in the last video. So we're going to take a short time to review some of those key points. And what did we talk about? You can never know me. You can never know me, nor I you. So this is what we came up with. You absorb the outside information in the infinite field of everything. And from that, and that's what this represents, your five senses, and their five senses collect different data. They don't collect the same data. And then you process that data through your belief system and select only certain information that matches your belief. And from that selected information, you create. In this case, out here is me. So I'm out here in the diagram. And then you take that information in through your senses, each one separate, and so you have separate tracks. I relate them to tracks of information. And those tracks of information are filtered through your belief system, and out of that filtered information that matches your belief, you create inside of you a rendering, a making of integrated information that represents your interpretation of me. And your interpretation of me is not me. See, so you can't know me directly. Indirectly, that's another story. So, now look again. Everything in your life is created the same way. You take in information. You filter the information through what you know to be true, and you create inside your rendering of a complete, let's pretend world. And this is where you live. You don't live out here. You live in your renderings of your world. Oh, and I will reference that last video up here. It was very interesting. And now, on to our new subject now. And this is our subject for today. And I will read it off my paper. It's exciting news. And it is. How to manifest using why questions. Now, why questions? And you can think about it this way. Little toddlers, little kids, as they are beginning to experience their world, will ask all kinds of why questions. Why is the sky blue? Why do birds fly? Why do worms crawl? And then you, as a good parent, have to come up with some reason that makes sense to them. that they can accept and to grow. So this is going to be an interesting concept to kind of look at. But before we start into the depths of manifesting this way, I got a disclaimer. Because in the egoic world, they think that manifesting is kind of like a magic spell or a magic pill that you say a couple happy words and then the universe, the stupid universe, gives you everything that you want. Now, the disclaimer, manifesting process. The manifesting process is to change you. You think it's in getting something from the outside, which it will. But you got to do something first. And that is, you have to change some of your beliefs because you are programmed to have what you have now. Now you can override the program for a short period of time. And you can override the program long enough to obtain what you want. But unless you also change your programming, you'll lose it. Why? You are programmed to have the world you have right now. So you are, this process of manifesting is to change you. That doesn't set so well in the egoic world. But when you look behind it and begin to get serious about you as the creator of your world, recognize you're creating what you're creating because of the way you believe. And the way you believe is programming in the egoic world. But let's see what we can do about changing through manifesting a new way. Now, I do have a model for this. And I got it from different information, some of it off of YouTube, some of it from other channels on manifesting. And I says, there has to be a better way. So this is another way of manifesting and changing you and recognizing what your belief system is right now and how to change it. So you're going to see most of this up here on the board as statements. So I'm going to do most of it from reading off of here, so I try not to forget anything. But here again, questions. Why questions? Any kind of questions. Stimulate the subconscious mind into action. Because when you ask a question of the deeper part of you, that deeper part, the subconscious, will move through all of its banks of information, your life experiences, to come up with answers for you. So all of this is spelled out in the video description, and we're going to put that information right up here. So now, as you talk to yourself, and that's what these questions are, you begin to recognize by asking yourself why questions, what the subconscious mind is bringing up in relationship to that question. So we'll pause here and change again. And we're back again. And questions do stimulate the subconscious mind into action, into coming up with an answer. When you ask the subconscious mind a question, it is going to go into a search mode, looking through all of your experiences, your life experiences, your memories, stories other people have told you, all kinds of stuff, to come up with an answer for you. So in that process of searching, that search process is called a Trance-Derivational Search, or TDS. It is when a vague, open-ended question is used to inquiry the subconscious mind. And it requires an intense processing to come up with one's own meaning for the question based upon their internal information. Now we're having a little green tea as we share this morning. And it is morning here. As you talk to yourself on a daily basis, your self-talk creates the world that you have right now. So the world that you have is actually an answer to the question of why that you automatically ask. And since you are not aware of it, you are getting some positive and some negative results. And since you are concerned about manifesting, it indicates you have some negative results in looking through your life experiences. And as you look through those experiences, you gain insight if you are aware. So now we're going to state a positive why question. And in that positive why question will be the affirmations that you are saying, that creating positive results. So as an example, and of course, negative questions bring up negative results. So we're going to take a positive why question. Consider the positive why question. Why do I always make the right choice? And the statements that the subconscious mind might find to answer that question. It might come up with your life experiences. You are open to change. You easily shift your perception to see the other person's point of view. If you make mistakes, you quickly make corrections and move on. You effortlessly forgive and forget. Now, those will come to you automatically. And from those, you make I statements automatically. So you do the same thing with negative why statements. Now let's take a negative why statement. Why don't people like me? And what statements might the subconscious mind come up? And that's a negative question. Why don't people like me? And so what kind of statements would the subconscious mind come up with? Well, it might come up with, oh, you don't trust people. You quickly find fault with how others respond to you or behave. You believe others are stupid, and you treat them that way. You are afraid to be in a crowd of more than 3 people. So these two will also turn into affirmations or why statements automatically. And from these two different sets of beliefs of why I statements or affirmations will come 2 different worlds. Does that seem unreasonable? Now again, as we pointed out, the affirmation process is to change you. Now with the positive statements, basically what it is saying is that you are close, based upon the Trance-Derivational Search by your subconscious mind, you are close in getting what you want. In the other statement, the negative statement, you are far away from what you want to obtain. These are both automatic on the inside of you. They are both related to how you are programmed. Now, affirmations isn't going from here I am at A and I want to go to Z, to Z. I want to make a jump from here to here, all the way to the end, and have my heart's desire, which I don't have any of it now. The best way to make affirmations and to manifest is go first from A to B and formulate that, and then go from B to C and formulate that, and move in steps that have changed who you are on a very basic basis, but in short steps. To make the leap from I'm making $59 a year and now I want to make $1.2 million, that's too big a step. You got to start off a little slower. Well, you might say, well, yeah, but I could win the lottery. That's true. But if you won it, you would find a very quick way of losing all of it or most of it, because you hadn't changed who you are. And the subconscious mind is going to bring you back to who you are. So we need to move in reasonable steps. And so here's the process of doing that. Let's us take another positive why statement. Why do I always have more than enough money? Now, what kind of things might the subconscious mind come up with for that? Well, you might say, or it might come up with, you are always thrifty with your money. You enjoy seeing a positive balance in your checkbook. You see bargains coming long before they're announced and take advantage of them. You know the things will work out for you. Now, as you change those into well-formed affirmations, what might they be? I enjoy being thrifty with money. It's like a game. In my checkbook, I love seeing a positive balance. I constantly find bargains. I'm a bargain magnet. It's amazing how things always work out for me. I have fun with my life. I love life. By saying positive why questions, you are reaffirming the positive underlying search statements that your subconscious mind came up with. And you will automatically raise the search statement and the I statement. They will automatically rise together just by saying the why statement. So here's the process of using why questions to manifest. You start with a well-formed why question, a positive, well-formed why question. Get into a comfortable, meditative, relaxed state of mind. Say your positive why statement and be quiet. Be quiet for a moment or so and let what comes up from the subconscious to express itself. Now, if you're getting a lot of negatives, reformulate your question. Then, after stating it and waiting and getting the information from your subconscious mind, state the question again and see what comes up for you the second time you state the question. And let it express itself as it will. That's all you have to do. Say a positive, well-formed why question. Wait for the Trance-Derivational Search to come up with answers. Use those affirmations to repeat throughout the day. And you can ask the question as many times as you want. And every time you do, all of those affirmations, those positive affirmations, will reaffirm and begin to change your lens of how you see your world. Oh, it is quite interesting. Now, let's see what A Course in Miracles has to say. That is why the question, what do you want, must be answered. You are answering it every moment and every second. And each moment of deciding is a judgment that is anything but ineffective. Again, it is all going on outside of your conscious awareness. You are answering the question by the world you have created. you are the creator, and you can change your world. And manifesting is an excellent way to do that. Oh, there's much to talk about here in the illusion. And to try this process out, I'll lay it out a little clearer. I did lay it out in the description of the video. I got a little tongue-tied in a couple places here. So take a look at that, and I'll lay it out a little bit better, and look forward to seeing you next time here in the illusion. Bye.
Monday morning blues. The city life is getting me down, but I have to make it across town. Monday morning blues. Sound the wake up for alarm. Now I got to be up on the run. I refuse to be caught up in the stress that's using me. Till I crash and burn, I choose to see another